Week 3 of the USL Championship from the capital city as two Northern California foes will meet for the 10th time. Sacramento has claimed 5 of the wins in that span. Tonight, the new look crisp and help aim to get their season on track against their regional rival. While Sacramento looking to maintain a perfect start to the year, it's Sacramento, it's Monterey Bay FC from Heart Health Park, brought to you by Sentivo Wines. We welcome you pitchside, and with me as always, he's Adam Moffat. I'm Rob McAllister, and let's begin with the Crisp and Kelp. Here as a team, 2 weeks in, they have yet to find the back of the net, but will help be on the way.
They did get some help on the way. Sebastian Lletget, former U.S. men's national team, over 30 games for the national team. And Riley Bidwa coming in from Loudon this week as well, early Wednesday. Both are on the bench, but both can make a big impact for a team who haven't got a point yet, haven't got a goal yet, but they're on the road, and I think they're going to be up for it tonight. Well,
it's going to be really tough. Here is one of the best teams in USL defensively. Sacramento Republic, 3 games in. All competitions have yet to allow a goal.
That's very impressive. Obviously, for Sacramento, I think it's the consistency. They've lots of new faces, but it's mostly the midfield they attack. So defensively, you've still got Danny Vitiello there. You've got Lee Desmond, Freddie Kleeman, Ryan Spalding, and Michel Benitez solid at the back. So that's definitely helped. They've been very good with the ball. Lots of possession. You've seen that. And they'll be looking to get another clean sheet here tonight.
Danny Vitiello looking for his 61st shutout in USL history. That would be the continued record. He's already got it. Sacramento also looking to make it 4 straight to start a season without allowing a goal. Can they do it tonight against Monterey Bay FC? We'll find out. Kickoff is just minutes away.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
The Roseville Auto Mall is Northern California's ultimate destination when looking for your next vehicle. With 21 top brands and award-winning dealers, we've got everything you need to hit the road with confidence, all at prices you'll love. Save even more when you shop the largest selection of vehicles online at RosevilleAutomall.com. Right now is the best time to shop during our certified pre-owned sales event. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
Sacramento can't beat it. Here comes Gurr, and here goes the goal!
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
First, at Shriners Children's, the world's most advanced scoliosis procedures are born here. In fact, we deliver access to the world's best doctors for nearly every pediatric orthopedic condition. We're delivering care without compromise is our promise. And kids can just be kids. Because being first always starts with empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
That is why I don't ride elevators anymore. Okay, what's with you today?
Well, I got away with something I shouldn't have. See that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah?
I only paid...
Jasmine's gonna finish you off. Jasmine!
Enjoy your new car.
Yeah, you too.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your Sacramento area Hyundai dealer.
This USL Championship is brought to you by Sentivo, award-winning wines close to home. UC Davis Health believe in better, and Western Health Advantage insurance plans that balance value and coverage. We'll be back with starting 11s and kickoff right after this.
Success starts here. Quality sleep is key to optimizing your performance, whatever the day holds. That's why at European Sleep Design, your mattress is custom designed to support your body's unique needs and built to last using non-toxic and eco-friendly materials so you can rest deeply and upgrade your life one night at a time. European Sleep Design, a better mattress for a better you.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
The kitchen is not just where meals are made, but where memories are shared. And you need a space that's not just beautiful, but durable and easy to clean. Swap the top with Golden Grove countertops. Custom fit countertop replacement that aligns with any home's aesthetic. Installed in as little as 1 day. Our professional designers and in-house craftsmen will transform your countertops into the crown jewel of your culinary space.
Swap the top at your one-stop shop, Golden Grove countertops.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines, and our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
You're nothing short of unique. Your goals, your experiences, but most importantly, your health. Cookie-cutter health coverage just doesn't cut it. Western Health Advantage provides what really matters. Flexible plans that work for your individual needs. Support for healthy obsessions, getting more than the basics. Care that uplifts our community. That's my advantage. Whether you get insurance from an employer or Covered California, make the healthy switch and find your advantage at westernhealth.com.
Great evening in Sacramento, can't beat it. Here comes score, and here goes the goal. Welcome back to Sacramento, week 3 of the USL Championship. Let's take a look at our Tiemann Law Firm starting 11. We begin with the Sacramento Republic. Not a lot of changes from what has gone right. You do see Blake Willie coming in for Memo Rodriguez, who is out with an injury. Other than that, Forster Jago up top had 2 goals in the U.S. Open Cup on Wednesday. And you see Mark Anthony Gay, Danny Crisostomo, Michelle Benitez, Desmond, Clemen, Spalding, of course, Danny Video. Let's take a look now at Monterey Bay, led by Jordan Stewart. Couple of changes. They're trying to find their ways. The newcomers, they're on the bench here tonight, but they're going to look like Elijah Paul and Omari Glasgow, a couple up top, along with Johnny Klein, to see if they can get on the board. Let's talk about this guy. How good he was. Mael Malongo with Monterey Bay a season ago. Our Western Health Advantage players to watch. He can be a force on that left side and cause a lot of problems for that back line for Monterey Bay. Meanwhile, on the other side, let's go to Omari Glasgow. This guy leads the team. 9 shots here for Monterey Bay in 2026.
Yeah, both players are fun. They're exciting. You want to see them on the ball. They can make things happen. And Omari Glasgow would love to be the guy who gets Monterey Bay their first goal of the season and potentially their first points.
A sensational night here in Sacramento and a raucous crowd as always at Hart Health Park. Rob McAllister, Adam Moffitt with you here this evening. Our referee is Rodrigo Albuquerque. He is joined by Conrado Garcia, Stefan Noor, and Aaron Stein, our 4th official. The Flags are waving. The Tower Bridge Battalion pounding on the drums. The Republic in Old Glory Red and Camellia. Meanwhile, it's the Crispin Cup and a little bit of different shades of blue. Sacramento heading to the north end. It will be Monterey Bay heading to the south end of the pitch toward the river. And here we go from Heart Health Park. Quickly to the left side, Mael Malongo scored the first goal and the last goal of Monterey Bay's season in 2025. Comes east to Sacramento, a couple 100 miles, and looking for a title with the USL Championship club from Sacramento. And it's quickly on that left side. Going to be a little bit of a danger and a test for Ryan Spalding here tonight, as Johnny Klein and others like to get up in the mix. The attack has never really quite been the problem for Monterey Bay over the last season and a half. Defensively is where they've had some issues, giving up 4 goals on the year. They lost to Oakland in week 1, El Paso in week 2. But if you watch film of them, Adam, it looks there to be a little bit unlucky at times and unable to find frame a week ago, even though numerous shots on target, double digits. It's going to be a problem when you try to score goals.
It is, and it's one that early in the season you're gonna figure these things out as a team. Hopefully you're gonna figure these things out. There's plenty of games left to go. There's new players to integrate and get them going. Now it's a little bit loose in the back. From Farnsworth, he got away with it, and that ball from Johnny Klein just comes out of the field as well. But I think Monterey Bay are a good side. I think they will get going. Not the start you wanted. You have 2 home games. You're thinking, okay, can we get 2 wings there, and you come away with 2 losses, and there's plenty of games left though.
Turned a lot of heads at the start of 2025. 8 of their first 10 USL Championship contests, they earned points. They were near the top of the standings. They were in the playoff picture, and then things really started to unravel. At the end, the final 8, they picked up points in just 3 of those matches, ultimately falling outside and in 11th place for the 3rd straight year. They don't want to make it a 4th, so how do they do that? Ultimately find some chemistry, find a little bit of rhythm, and right now they would love to get 3 points against a very good Sacramento side who has 4 points on the year. Forster Ajago. Milosevic able to find it back to Fernando Delgado, who's allowed 2 goals a game in 2 contests. Monterey Bay not in the U.S. Open Cup. Here's Johnny Klein. Looks like he's going to have a little bit of freedom to run, but Mark Anthony Kay with the takeaway. Danny Crisostomo almost with a game winner against Loudoun a week ago. Excuse me, against Lexington in Kentucky. And then in a scoreless draw. What I'd love to see over the last couple of seasons, Adam, is quite the change. I think it was fairly common those first 15 minutes. Teams were quite cautious. They would move the ball around. It's a different look in the USL Championship now. A lot of teams going at it. They want that early goal. This might be an opportunity there. And Ajago is cut down by Farnsworth. And the 2 big bodies colliding.
And it's an offside. That could be very fortunate. I mean, that is questionable, and it doesn't even look close to being offside. I think the referee was going to be put in a tough position there if that hadn't been called. is offside. We'll just leave it at that. It's ruled offside. If it wasn't, then yeah, it would be a tough decision for the referee. Those are the ones when you denial of a goal scoring opportunity. You're not playing the ball, and those can typically be straight red cards. Should be straight red cards, but it was offside.
So Zach Farnsworth, former Monarch man of Real Salt Lake, played with the MLS Next Pro side. MLS homegrown player as well. 50 appearances with Salt Lake City and their development teams.
But going back to Robert, it is good to see a little bit of energy, even just the way this game started. Both teams trying to get on the ball, trying to get on the front foot early, and you see this run. Glasgow's making a good run as well.
Monterey Bay, all the other side of the pitch here. Joel Garcia winding back up off of Michel Benitez. And Garcia with a little sneaky back cut. The backdoor run will go for naught. It will be a goal kick for Danny Vitiello, sitting on 60 shutouts. And Neil Collins knows he's got a big-time goalkeeper in between the posts there. And Neil Collins in his second year with the Republic. Sacramento finishing with 48 points, second in the West a season ago, and all kinds of changes from the midfield up. But again, his defensive unit continues to produce. There's not a lot of changes. There's 5 returnees with Vitiello, Kleeman, Desmond, and Spalding. But look at this little bit of a press from Monterey Bay. And Blake Willie's getting the start tonight. His first on the year in championship play.
And those are the moments of recognition from Danny Vitiello. He sees that Monterey a little bit higher, not high press, and then just looks to skip them.
Jordan Stewart, 8, 24, and 12 all time with Monterey Bay. Former Quakes Academy coach for San Jose. This one's floated, it's over the top again. Second chance here, battling Willie. And it will be Sacramento throws. Nakamura unable to keep it in possession. Here's Mark Anthony Kay. New signing for Sacramento in the offseason as well. A little too heavy for Malongo. Mayo, 5 goals, 2 assists for the Christian Kelp a season ago. Sacramento with the opening week 1 win against Tulsa, 2-0. It was Kleeman and Edwards with goals. They go on the road to Lexington, another favorite to be at the top of the West in a scoreless draw. And Elijah Paul looks to keep it going. Johnny Klein does. Instead, his advantage is played.
And the 8-11 mark of tonight's match is a good time to remind you, before starting any digging project, it's crucial to contact 811.
With a new trio of signings from USL League One. Comes from AV Alta, 12 goals, 6 assists, and 36 appearances over a couple of seasons in Southern California. Well, before starting any digging project, it's crucial to contact 811. Free service allows utility companies to mark their underground lines. Call 811 before you dig. A little too much. It'll be a throw, or maybe a foul first.
Smart play by Freddie Kleeman, just getting ahead of Glasgow and just using his body, putting the attacker in a position he doesn't want to be in.
Paul lays it backwards. Glasgow again. Former Chicago Fire. This is a turn from Elijah Paul. Denied by Sacramento. And Willie is cut down. So Glasgow, just 22 years of age, played with the Fire 2 teams in the last couple of years. 10 goals, 8 assists in the development sides. And this is a perfectly laid ball and a great chance, and Lee Desmond able to get the block.
Slightly behind Elijah Paul, so he couldn't get the purchase on it that he really wanted, but Lee Desmond close enough, blocking, and Blake Willie does well. winning a free kick for the Republic. You want to see them try and get Foster or Jago into the game. They had that one longer ball that went over the top. He's constantly looking for that. And a great run by Spalding.
Spalding will not able to get to it.
Already has an assist on the season, Ryan Spalding, and we're used to seeing Jack Gurr operate, and it's something we spoke to Neil Collins about this week, about this season so far. Jack unable to play the first few games. You just see there's a little bit of an imbalance in the attack. Malango stays wide and high on the left-hand side, and Rodriguez, Arturo on the right-hand side likes to drift inside. So it leaves that space there, but maybe not as natural for Ryan Spalding, a left footer in that spot. Maybe when Jack Gurr is ready, and if he's ready to get going, that could be something they really can exploit.
Interesting enough, you just look at Ryan Spalding. We did talk to Neil Collins about this, just how comfortable he looks this year. And he goes, this is the Ryan Spalding I had in Tampa. This is the guy who knows how to go 1v1, makes the right play, aggressive, forward thinking. And he's been brilliant through a couple of weeks here. And a foul from behind from Egu. And with that, we'll remind you that USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN all season long. Catch live matches, expert analysis every day on CBS Sports, Golazo Network, and ESPN+. Rodriguez breaking the lines here. Jago at the point of the 18, looking for relief. Will find Spalding. Spalding hesitation, whipping this ball in well, looking for Malongo. Will follow up there. Michel Benitez is denied by Klein.
Dangerous. This is what they want on the other side if he can get his head up.
And Klein and everybody tracking back, looking to go in. A big swing and a look for Monterey base. Glasgow, he can't get theirs. Cut underneath, and now Sacramento looking to counter with Malongo. Malongo whipping this ball in, headed, and it's into the arms of Delgado as Farnsworth was able to make a play on it. Malongo just waiting for a Jago to make that run.
An exciting passage of play, both ends. The game opened up a little bit. That's a careless giveaway.
Rodriguez, Arturo stopped initially, and Sacramento can't look at the rebound opportunity. It's right there on the doorstep waiting as Delgado sends another clear. Malongo looking for the foul, won't get one. The crowd can feel it. Opportunities coming for both teams. It remains scoreless. 12+ minutes in.
At one end, Glasgow streaking away. He had the opportunity to slip in. Klein doesn't do so. It allows the recovering Republic defenders to get in a spot. Crisostomo, great challenge, and then straight up the other end. Sacramento getting in a dangerous area. Here's another one.
Arturo trying to lead a Jago again. And well done. You see Willie and Arturo trying to get on the same page, and Rodriguez sends a beauty. Just sloppy turnover here by Farnsworth. Nearly leads to a Sacramento goal.
Yeah, and he has his head up. He has a look at it. I think Fernando Delgado's really fortunate. He's put that rebound in a spot that typically a striker is going to be waiting. It's a little bit fortunate on his end. It's a comfortable enough save.
Crisostomo finds the feet of Malongo. And Crisostomo has quite a bit of freedom to move about the pitch. See whether that changes a little bit with Memo out and whether he'll stay a little bit further back tonight. Is Blake Willie more of an advanced player?
Yeah, just constantly getting on the ball, Danny Crisostomo. I like to tell the youth players that I coach, you know, there's Spider-Man in there. So he's basically just making webs all over the field. He's getting it, he's putting it there, he's putting it this way. You got to relate to. I don't know if Danny would want to be called Spider-Man. Maybe he would, but that's your role in there. Just constantly how can you get from one side to the other side, just making things happen.
There's worse superheroes to be called.
Wonder Woman, I could call him that.
Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk. That would that'd be a good one.
Bodies flying around. Mark Anthony Kay will be the beneficiary.
And with the girls, I do use Wonder Woman. Or Spider Woman. Is there a Spider Woman? Spider Girl?
I know there's Spin. There's a couple. They've got a lot of friends now. It's like Spider-Man and Friends. It's a lot of
everything.
It's hard to keep track. Marvel, DC.
No, let's see if we can name them all. The whole broadcast.
I can't wait. I'm sure they would love that.
Good pressure.
Good
Blake
step.
Willie.
Majago, he's got a teammate. It's Arturo Rodriguez. Did see Farnsworth there in Monterey Bay. Catches a break again.
It's such a small detail, but it's the ball from Majago into Arturo Rodriguez. It's not played in front of him. It's not on his right foot where he receives it and he's facing forward. He has to slow down. He has to take the touch behind him. Then he's forced to think about a pass versus, hey, it's in front of me. I take a touch and I shoot straight away. It's a tiny, tiny detail.
Mac going to put this in the corner for Ajago. Flag stays down. Ball cutting in, a little bit of room here for Spalding. Monterey Bay able to track backwards, and Spalding draws the foul. Quick restart for Sacramento. And offside. Call will kill a possession for the Republic. Single match tickets for the 2026 season now on sale. Secure your seats today. SacRepublicFC.com/tickets. These teams will meet again late August in Seaside at Fort Ord. The Republic 3 straight matches without allowing a goal. We'll talk a little bit about pregame. And you have one of your best defenders in the USL Championship, Jared Timmer, still working his way back from injury. Why has this back four, along with Danny Vidiello, been so good and be able to keep their opponents at a goal?
I think, again, the consistency is really helpful. They don't have to try and create new chemistry. Yes, they're playing in a slightly different formation. But when you know your teammate and their traits, Benitez goes down this left-hand side, looking for an opening. And this is where you probably have to be a little bit patient. If it's not on, they can come back round. And that goes a long way. I mean, when you play even if it's just a season or with a guy, that's careless by Ransball, and he has to be careful he's not going to pull Glasgow down.
Glasgow takes advantage. Elijah Paul awaiting. This ball skipping in, and it's Lee Desmond for the second time tonight to come away with a denial. Neil going from a back three to a back four, feeling like maybe more numbers get forward. And the one thing he does say is, a lot of discussion is put on that back line, especially our center backs. He said, but we defend as a team. And it's really important that we have guys that defend at the top. Otherwise, this all sort of falls apart in many ways. And you can make a case that's how Sacramento is able to battle through various injuries at times. Again, second place in the West a season ago. It wasn't like the Republic had a bad year, but they felt like it was time to make a change and institute a new style in the attack. And with Rodrigo Lopez now as an assistant, gave time for this Republic team to rethink. But that back line, Adam, there wasn't really much you needed to do.
Desmond just surveying his options. Nothing's on. He's going to go back. And Sacramento here, low passes into the middle. Maybe it's just into the center of the park and then back out. And what that does is just pulls players out of position. You're hoping just someone just switches off. And you can exploit that space that's left by them. When you are doing this, you've got to move that ball quick, though. You got to move them side to side, move them quick.
Arturo Rodriguez is going to drop this one in front, headed down by Farnsworth. And now the quick outlet. This could be numbers. Is Michel Benitez in a foot race with Klein on the back end, as Desmond will let it through, and another quality build-up. Quick turn. You see what Monterey Bay, there's an opportunity on that right wing if Michel Benitez comes up into the attack, little back heel.
It's a couple of really long runs that Johnny Klein's made on this right-hand side in Glasgow. This time he does see him, just puts it too far ahead of him. They're looking to absorb pressure and then quickly hit on the counter-attack if they can. Their outlet is definitely on that left-hand side of Mary Glasgow.
Benitez, Willie looking to run. Ajago calling. There'll be a little hesitation from Mark Anthony Kay. Sacramento's did a nice job getting out of pressure. Monterey Bay has been really good at the back line, especially from Farnsworth, pushing quickly up the pitch and breaking lines. Ajago, speaking of, Ajago has it poked through. The flag is up again.
Yeah, it was a great run by him initially, and Lee Desmond just takes that one little extra touch, and he may have strayed offside. It's very tough to get that angle, but recovery challenge by Farnsworth was a good one.
And with that, let's hear from our sponsors at Smud.
Smud's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands are taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with Smud rebates. Together, we're changing the world. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
And now Sacramento might be employing a little bit of a press of their own as Willie looks to force Delgado. Here comes Monterey Bay again. Elijah trying to get over the top. Danny Vidiella will wait for it. Elijah Paul trying to split that back two of Freddie Kleeman and Lee Desmond. Here's Benitez. He's trying to make this one up that left flank. A little miscommunication.
See the press is coming from Ajago. Blake Willie, it's got to be the next one. And that's what you're looking for, because you fancy Freddie Kleeman, Lee Desmond to win these, and then it's on the second balls. Chrysostamo, Mark Anthony Kay winning those.
Overlapping runs, Benitez. Mael saw him coming and shrugs off a defender. No whistle. Malongo getting into the 18, chipped in for Sacramento. Two bodies skid to it. It's Rodriguez and Ajago, and neither can redirect.
Dangerous play on the left-hand side. Mael Malongo, that's what you want to see more of. Taking him on, getting the cross into the box, and it looked like both players got in the way of each other. And the final touch could have came off Egu, but it is a goal kick was given.
And quickly back it goes to Sacramento. A throw for Ryan Spalding. An assist in a team of the week selection in week one. The win over Tulsa. Tulsa down early in Las Vegas, comes back to win 3-2 against the Lights. Their first win on the year. And Lee Desmond, and this could be a booking. A stern talking to at the very least for Elijah Paul. The former 7th overall pick by Real Salt Lake is going to have a conversation with Rodrigo Albuquerque, and let's take a look at this.
Yeah, Lee's touch is a little bit big. It invites Paul in, and Thankfully, it looks maybe a little worse than it actually was. Lee Desmond's back on his feet. That's good to see. And a good little talking to from the referee. I don't think there was any malice there from Paul. I think he just a little bit reckless more than anything.
Monterey Bay out with no Nico Gordon, no Nick Ross, no Adrian Rebillar, and Facundo Cañete. And then last week lost Nick Ross back on the bench. Tonight, former Republic midfielder, spent 4 years here at the Old Glory Red. But a tough 3-0 loss to El Paso in a game they felt like they had some chances early in. It did see the debut of former men's national team player Sebastian Leggett. Just 22 minutes in that game, but it was quickly a turn in just the confidence, ability, and looks on frame they got as soon as Leggett came into the match. And he'll come off the bench again tonight, most likely, as they try to work his minutes up. Crisostomo, and looks like maybe Forster Ojago would have been offside. But you add that with Riley Bidois, Wesley Leggett. They've got some scorers sitting on the bench. They feel pretty good what they've got right now with Elijah Paul and Amari Glasgow.
Like Willie, we've seen him make a lot of runs into that left channel, and Malongo hasn't played him. It's one of those, that's where those two have to build a little chemistry. Blake might not need to make that run to leave the space for Malongo to exploit, or he's got to really demand that ball. Well done, Freddie Kleeman.
What a recovery from Kleeman. He was up there looking to make a tackle in the final third. Freddie Kleeman in his second year with Sacramento had the first goal of the season. His first goal as a member of the Republic as well. The California native floating, looking for Malongo, and well done by Garcia. Grew up just a few miles from Cardinale Stadium in Salinas. Then on to San Jose MLS Next Pro side. Stayed in San Jose. Was a San Jose State Spartan. And a whistle against Crisostomo. And now looks like Garcia will get a talking to. After a little bit of contact with his former teammate Malongo.
Chances taken by Lee Desmond there. Danny Vitiello was on his way out. Desmond going safe. Just heading it out of bounds. Now they've got to deal with this longer throw that's going to be coming in from Luka Mashevich. Malashevich, that is.
Malashevich. He's played all 180 minutes coming into this game for Stewart's side. Deep throw. It's going to be near the six. It will be to Freddie Kleeman. He's able to head it to his teammate Malongo, who's still dealing with Johnny Klein in there. And Klein just continuing to fight. He comes over from Charleston last year on limited minutes halfway through, and he gave this Monterey Bay side a bit of a spark in his attacking midfielder position. Comes the pressure. Malongo being held. Garcia floating. Mark Anthony Kay, decent recovery. Monterey Bay very limited second balls here tonight. Mark Anthony Kay and Crisostomo able to rotate back. Seen even Freddie Kleeman get back as needed. But it's that counter that Monterey has been so deadly and so far tonight, unable to produce a goal. As we reach the 30-minute mark, no score in Sacramento.
And when they get back in these kind of positions, it is hard to break them down. Monterey Bay will be happy if Lee Desmond and Freddie Kleeman are the two playmakers.
Sometimes you need help finding the next step. Sacramento County Behavioral Health Services has the right support for your mental health and substance abuse needs. Scan the QR code. Get started. Milicevic. Garcia feels a bit of pressure from Benitez, and the whistle will bring it back in front of the Republic bench.
Talking to for Michel Benitez. Cards have been staying in the pocket of the referee so far. Chance to go up, send this one into the box. They've got a lot of big bodies coming up. Monterey Bay, what they're looking for here, sending it deep to that far post. Look at the USL Championship ball. Select.
New colors. And this is going to come all the way to Danny Vidiello. That is the best case scenario for Sacramento. Quick little outlet is Spalding. He'll survey. He wanted to send it deep. Here's Arturo Rodriguez. And an easy whistle. And Arturo Rodriguez wants more than just a foul.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. You should be getting a yellow card himself there, Rodriguez, I think for asking for a yellow card. Typically get yourself a yellow card. You just got to be careful. And he is right. I mean, it could be worthy of it. It's a deliberate one, but once you start demanding the referee brandish cards, then you've got to be very careful.
Well, similar look for Sacramento on the other side of the pitch. It will be Arturo. 25-year-old out of Mexico with Charleston a season ago. 6 goals, 3 assists. He's already got 1 for the Republic here in 2026.
Not much of an angle here. It's a little bit straight. They have up their sleeve.
Comes to Spalding. Willie, well done. Attack continues. Spalding, another step. Spalding tried to cut it across. And it looks like Elijah Paul may have made the defensive play in the 6 to keep it out of the net. So no score remains 33 minutes into this game.
Yeah, Rodriguez it was actually driving into the box. It's a great run from him. I mean, he just couldn't get enough. You got to clear that front post man, just dink it to the back post. He's looked dangerous tonight, Arturo Rodriguez.
There's Mark Anthony Kay, MLS man, LAFC, San Jose, Colorado Rapids, Toronto, New England. And he finds Mael Malongo now. Malongo slipping this over the top, comes down to Crisostomo. It's deflected over the bar and into the Tower Bridge Battalion. Good look from Danny there. We'll give it a ride. It will be an Atlas disposal corner kick coming up.
Yeah, one of your jobs as a defensive midfielder is to stand on the edge of the box, and when it comes out to you, can you get an attempt at goal? And he takes a nice touch. I think that could have really troubled Fernando Delgado.
That's an Adam Moffat special right there.
That was a little bit close, but yeah.
A little too close for Moffat, but crowd into it now, stomping their feet here at Ardell Park. Tower Bridge Battalion on their feet. The drums ringing throughout the stadium. 2 hands up, ball flies back post, looking for potentially Kleeman there. It'll clear everybody, and it will be a goal kick for Fernando Delgado. Delgado just 19 years of age out of Phoenix. And Campazzuno, who made so many wondrous stops for Monterey Bay a season ago against Sacramento. 2 critical ones that gave Monterey Bay the win in the second meeting between the two sides. It gives way to a youngster here. A little bit of pressure here from Sacramento.
Connecting passes Monterey, but they're not going anywhere.
Crisostomo awaits. See Kleeman all the way up on the pitch there, just not able to keep it in front. Well, eFootball is here. Live your dream, wrap your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball, free to play. Download now. Spalding goes up with Paul. Paul bounces back up on his feet, as does Spalding, and here comes Monterey Bay. Cross coming. Elijah Paul was on the 6, and it was Klein, it looks like, awaiting as well. And Malongo and Milicevic. Bit of a battle. And quickly, Rodrigo Albuquerque comes to calm things down. There will be a foul against Sacramento's Malongo and a free kick coming.
Milicevic there just getting his body in, both of them going at it. So the last free kick from this area, Joel Garcia did not get it right. He gets another chance at it. Send everyone back. He's going to look for the far post.
Denied right in front of Mark Anthony Kaye was Farnsworth. And a foul comes in and saves the day. Going back to the signing of Mark Anthony Kaye. And he started in the USL Championship, and you saw some promise there. He goes to LAFC and made that inaugural roster back in 2018. Central figure in 2019, and big part of the reason they won that Supporters Shield. What makes him such a valuable piece here for Sacramento in 2026? It's not like he's going to put up 10 goals for you. And if he does, that'll be quite a surprise. But
no, it's not what he's brought in. Didn't you see a lot of it tonight? Just winning those second balls. He's got those big long legs. He wins second ones. He connects a lot, and he has a little bit of freedom to get forward. That extra body in the box at times, with Danny Crisostomo sitting a little bit deeper. His role is just constantly just right in the middle of that field, just moving around with the play, being around it, breaking things up.
Ajago battling, being held by Farnsworth, brought to the ground. Rodrigo Albuquerque says a 50-50, and then Crisostomo comes flying into Blancas. And things are starting to get testy, and there you called it. Arturo Rodriguez sees the first yellow of the night.
And he just has to be careful. It is getting a little heated, but the referee's not taking none of it. Hard enough job. Everyone's screaming at you. You do have some power, though. You can whip those yellow cards and red cards on.
Here's a look at Jordan Stewart. Did play some time in English Premier League, Leicester City, MLS, San Jose Earthquakes.
I thought it was Leicester.
Leicester?
It's not. Just well done. You get your stuff. I've heard some butchering of some of these foreign clubs.
Over the top comes Milicevic. And Forster Ajago has a few words to say as well. The crowd's starting to get a little bit fired up.
It's basketball foul right there, right? Is that over the
right
top?
Over the top, yeah. Go for a ball. It's flagrant one if you don't get a touch on it. And this the line breaker trying to find Malongo, and does. What a beauty from Lee Desmond. And Sacramento will keep it in possession here. Well, reminder, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. us.select-sport for the latest products. Select, the player's choice. Farnsworth unable to deal with this quite well, and Jago in it. Big frame, 2 goals on Wednesday night in the US Open Cup. And a trip by Klein, no whistle coming. This ball sprays all the way left and on the run. Here comes Monterey Bay. Klein just sleeping into that lane, trying to find a way. Not held well, it's deflected, and it's Danny Vidiello. Wouldn't have caught frame, and Sacramento put against the ropes, and they escaped.
Yeah, Lee Desmond, quick to thank Michel Benitez. He just took his eye off it, Lee, for a second, just seeing who was around him. And that's what your teammates are there for. The amount of teammates I had to thank every game. If you weren't there, I'd be in big trouble.
I'm sure you saved several on the other side. Great takeaway from Blake Willie. At 3 assists a year ago. That's an academy record for Republic. Youth signing has worked his way up. They want to find a hit first goal. He's yet to score in the USL Championship. You got to start on Wednesday night as well. Malongo just trying to find a bit of space. He's feeling all the pressure. He finds Crisostomo.
You will see with Mayal Malongo, he does get on it, and it can be a little bit unpredictable when he's going to cross the ball, so it's hard to time your runs. You see Forster Jago, he's thinking, am I running here? Is he going to cross it? Is he not going to cross it? Those are little things, again, the more you play, a lovely combination.
Mark Anthony Kay finding Michel Benitez, and down to ground. Able to break it up again is Milicevic, and it is a corner kick for Sacramento. Montenegro defender Milicevic has come up big a couple of times. Farnsworth has had his work cut out for him, and both have made stops if they've needed it. And a big save by Fernando Delgado against Arturo Rodriguez, and we remain level.
He is good over a dead ball. Rodriguez
slicing, back post, looking for Mark Anthony Kane. He couldn't get to it. Just a bit of a shrug at the end there. Felt like his jersey was being tugged. Unfortunately, it just skimmed maybe off his forehead there. Take another look at it and could not redirect. Also, I got to be the first one. I'd be a little nervous about slamming into that post right there.
Yeah, he maybe took his eye off it. He felt like he was being pulled. His jersey was pulled, Mark Anthony Kay, but what a wicked delivery that was from Rodriguez. Delgado didn't know where they was coming or going. That was a really good chance.
Malongo finds it again. He's waiting for some runners. He's got options. Keeps it low this time. It was Willie near post. Maybe too much to develop. And this ball's out of play on Elijah Paul, the Gilbert, Arizona native. 8 goals with the MLS Next Pro side. 30 appearances with the Monarchs. Teams have had their chances. None have seen one get past the other goalkeeper quite yet. Just sitting in the 18 for Sacramento to do something. Four shots for the Republic. Arturo whipping this one in, and an opportunity skims off the post. What a buildup. Jago was there hunting, as was in the back, right through the middle, Michel Benitez. About as close as you're going to get, Adam, and unfortunate for Michel.
Oh, he'd be kicking himself. Looked like he'd done everything right, and it just comes off the post and the wrong side of it. It is... well, it looks hard. I've never got my body that down low for a header, I'll be honest. It was really, really nice passage play from Sacramento, and Michel Benitez just pops in. And the thing is, no one's expecting a left back to be there. What a goal that would have been.
comes off the back of Malongo.
It's two really good chances in the last few minutes for the Republic. They've been unable to capitalize. Monterey Bay will be thankful if it stays this way. They go into the half 0-0.
And unfortunate for Sacramento, not even a shot on target, as Adam Moffitt likes to point out. Here's Malongo. Ajago's running. Ajago, and it's denied. A kick saved by Delgado. Not quite sure if it would have snuck past him or not, but a wonderful run from Ajago.
Lovely run. Perfectly weighted ball from Malongo as well. He's played it in a way that Ajago can hit it first time. Well done, Delgado.
You kind of feel it right now, Adam.
Yeah, you're hoping there's more than 1 minute if you're a Republic. There isn't going to be much after this. This may be the last chance of this half to get something. The referee, just off your screens, having a word with Mark Anthony Kay. Not sure who else he's pulled over there. Could be Blancas.
Good. Arturo Rodriguez and Kay almost connecting on our last Alice disposal corner kick. What will we see here? Michel Benitez in safety, but an in-swinging ball is likely. Rodriguez, and it's headed right back out of play, and we'll do it again.
Now this would be the last one, maybe, unless there's another one.
Corner kick presented by Atlas Disposal.
Michel Benitez with a bit of a word. Kleeman in the 6th. Desmond in front of Delgado. Arturo floating, headed away by Egu. And that's the whistle from Rodrigo Albuquerque through 45 minutes and a bit of stoppage time. No score between Monterey Bay and Sacramento, and Republic had the momentum here in those final moments. Couldn't break through, and it looks like the visitors escape. But the scoreless streak continues for Monterey Bay, and the goal denials continues for Sacramento. 0-0. Halftime. Coming up next, don't go away.
Hi, I'm Laurel with Laurel Buys Houses. For over 25 years, my team and I have been buying houses in the Sacramento area.
Laurel is fantastic. It was a fast process. Her team was amazing. They took care of everything.
Honest, responded to every phone call. She made a difficult situation very easy to take care of.
No problems, just you did what you said you'd do.
If you're even thinking about selling your house, give us a call.
Call Laurel today.
Match day 1, it's the season opener of the USL Championship.
No time like the present for these teams to make a statement and begin the campaign on the right foot.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prink's Tires will be there for the long haul.
So we went into the old Jim Boy's test kitchen and told the chef we need something new, something simple, like a delicious snack. He just grinned, then pulled out the freshest ingredients, the craveable stuff, then put them all together like he was painting the Mona Lisa. Then wrapped them in a crispy Parmesan-crusted tortilla shell, not just one way, but 3 different ways. Ta-da! The Jim Boy's Snackeritos. These are masterpieces. And at just $4.95 each, no bad decisions here.
This week on USL All Access, we'll cover the massive news of Louisville City head coach Danny Cruz stepping down to pursue other opportunities in professional soccer. Greenville Triumph head coach Dave Dixon joins us to talk their ascent back to the mountaintop. Can they find Open Club glory? What is this year's Open Cup made of? And who in the championship has impressed so far? Who do we need more out of?
Halftime here in Sacramento is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Now let's head back to headquarters for our USL halftime update.
It is halftime at the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying your match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines for this week. A new era is underway at Louisville City following the exit of head coach Danny Cruz earlier in the week. Simon Bird was named interim head coach for the back-to-back Players' Shield winners. Bird worked with Cruz since joining Lou City staff in 2021. Monterey Bay has given its young roster core a veteran boost with the signing of midfielder Sebastian Lletget. 33 appearances for the U.S. men's national team during a successful pro career. Lletget subbed on during Monterey's Week 2 match against El Paso Locomotive. Well, the season is still young, but the hot starts are standing out already. How about Rubio Rabin? 3 goals in 2 matches for El Paso. The Oakland Roots off to a 2-0 start under new head coach Ryan Martin. They had never done that in their previous 5 years since joining the championship. And goalkeepers Anthony Siaha of Hartford Athletic and Danny Vitiello of Sacramento Republic each kept clean sheets through the first 2 matches of the season. Spanish broadcasts are coming up soon on 2DN. Wednesday the 25th, Lexington SC hosts Brooklyn. Then Saturday the 28th, Detroit City hosts Charleston Battery. That's a look at the headlines for this week. Let's get you back to your match for the second half.
We'll be back with more right here from Arnold Park. Right after this, don't go away. Sacramento can't beat it. Here comes score, and here goes the
goal. If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
At Sky River Casino, experience the height of hospitality. With 18 restaurants and bars, there's something for everyone. It's taste on a whole new level. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
When it comes to your home, you want quality and comfort that you can trust. At Northwest Exteriors, we deliver the highest quality products at the lowest price for a trust you can see. With certified installers and excellent customer service for a trust you can feel. For every new energy-efficient window you purchase, Northwest Exteriors will buy back your old window for $159 each. 100% financing available. Simply the best.
Trust Northwest.
Simply the best. Trust Northwest.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
to Love event on now, Maida Subaru says yes to big spring savings on one of Sacramento's largest selections of new and certified pre-owned Subarus. Yes to savings up to $7,000 off MSRP. Yes to financing as low as 0% on select models with little or no down payment. Yes to low lease payments on almost every new Maida Subaru. Plus big trade-in allowances. Want it all? You got it all at Maida Subaru. Visit MaidaSubaru.com, click the Maida Says Yes button, and unlock your spring savings today.
Made a great deal at Maida.
At Sky River Casino, join today for a chance to receive up to $2,500 in free play. Take your loyalty to new heights with rewards that add up and up. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
Tonight's presentation of the Sacramento Republic is brought to you by Sentivo, award-winning wines close to home, by UC Davis Health, believe in better, and by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. It's halftime in the capital of California. In the booth, Rob McAllister, Adam Moffett with you. No score between the Monterey Bay FC and the Sacramento Republic. Let's take a look back a couple of nights ago in the U.S. Open Cup. What an early entry here for the Sacramento Republic, just a couple weeks into the season. And it's Forster Jago with a brace. They go on to beat El Foralito 2-0. And one of my favorite plays was at the end in extra time, Jago denying the goal kick and ultimately gets the score. But how about this for Sacramento's academy? You look at Blake Willie start tonight, Chibu Kebu, we've seen a lot of Davian Kimbrough getting the stars, and Kimbrough obviously is, still quite young, but they all got the start, and what a monumental moment.
Yeah, Rohan as well, making his debut. He's not there, but great for the future of this club, and that's what the academy's there for. Produce those players, and let's have a look at the cup success, 22 season onwards. What an amazing run getting to the U.S. Open Cup final, round of 32, quarterfinals, and then last year getting to the USL Cup.
I know, just two close calls. Orlando was a heartbreak. Last year was a heartbreak here against Hartford, ultimately taking it. But there's one thing that we know about this Republic side. They are going to be in the hunt for trophies like that. It's the Hella Cup trophy. Oakland, Sacramento, Monterey Bay. Best record of the three amongst the three. Take home that bad boy.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we haven't seen and nothing we can't fix. The biggest concern we hear is, my car is trapped. I can't get to work. That's why we provide same-day solutions. At Precision, garage doors and openers are all we do, and we know tomorrow is too late. Quality service quickly. That's what you get with Precision. Right now, get a Precision Garage Door tune-up for only $69.95. 25-point inspection, adjustment, and lubrication included. Call Precision Garage Door today.
Precision Garage Door Service, the name you can trust.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
Sacramento can't beat it. Here comes Gurr, and here goes the goal.
Since 1977, Pack Heating and Air has been keeping Sacramento families comfortable. For 3 generations, we continue to deliver expert AC repair and energy-efficient installations. Our seasoned pros do it right the first time, backed by superior products and award-winning service. With zero hassle and no sales pressure, our goal is to earn relationships through reliability. Call 916-409-0768 or visit packheatingandair.com today. Pack Heating and Air, where comfort and value meet.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines in our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
You're nothing short of unique. Your goals, your experiences, but most importantly, your health. Cookie-cutter health coverage just doesn't cut it. Western Health Advantage provides what really matters. Flexible plans that work for your individual needs. Support for healthy obsessions, getting more than the basics. Care that uplifts our community. That's my advantage. Whether you get insurance from an employer or covered California, make the healthy switch and find your advantage at westernhealth.com.
All level in Sacramento as the Monterey Bay FC look to find their first goal in the season and potentially a win as well. Republic looking to keep that scoreless streak alive against their opponents. And let's take a look here. This first half highlights brought to you by Modelo. Adam, when we saw both these teams come out hungry and nearly a costly mistake by Farnsworth turns into this opportunity.
Rodriguez has been involved in a lot. That was a glorious effort. And this was another one. Last-ditch challenge. I think it was just deemed to be offside anyway, so might not have counted. Sacramento have looked threatening. Malango down this left-hand side. And this was the one he just kind of floated that in. Two players getting in each other's way.
And a little bit of timing there. And this was a great opportunity. Klein, denial coming out of seemingly nowhere. Michel Benitez. And then yet again, Arturo Rodriguez. This felt like it. And Michel Benitez cannot believe it. And I don't think Monterey Bay could as either. 2 shots on target for Sacramento, none for Monterey Bay. But it's been about even as you've seen Monterey Bay have some success in that counterattack. And looks like they're going to make a key change. And one of the all-time great U.S. men's national team player, Sebastian Lletget, into the game. And this is his second appearance with Monterey Bay just 22 minutes a week ago. And the 33-year-old with FC Dallas a season ago, 33 caps with the men's national team, has 8 goals. And of course, you probably most recognizable with the LA Galaxy from 2015 to 2021. What does he do to this side? Looks like there's quite a shift. Sort of the adult in the room has entered here, but he's got to bring them all kinds of confidence. It's only going to make guys like Elijah Paul and Glasgow better. These are young talents that probably just need a little bit more experience, and he's going to help out a lot.
And it's a chance for him, Lletget, to try and get his team 3 points here. He's got that experience and the quality. They've got to get him on the ball, though, in those dangerous areas.
And the second half now getting started here in Sacramento. No score, Monterey Bay. And Republic here in their first meeting in 2026. Their 10th all-time. Republic with 5 wins in the series. They split last year, each going by a score of 1-0. It was Rodrigo Lopez in the 36th minute back in August, and then in September, Adrian Rebayar with a goal from Tariq Scott. Sac with a 2-1-1 record here at home against Monterey Bay. And I'll tell you what, this does not look like a team that is winless and scoreless. They've had their chances here, just unable to convert. And Adam, I guess could ask you is, what point does that start to become a heavy weight on top of your shoulders?
Yeah, you don't want to make it 3 games without scoring a goal, but it is so early in the season. It's really hard. I don't think you can really look at the league table with teams played in 2 games. No, that's a good challenge right there. I love seeing that. Yeah, you can't look at that league table and really decipher much. It's, yes, Monterey Bay lost the first 2 games, but you can tell that they're going to be a threat. They will want to get those goals coming, the points rolling in, but I think they're going to be a team as the season progresses, as they get these new players integrated.
How many times have we seen this throughout where teams like Orange County barely sneak into the postseason, they end up winning the whole thing, and you know it's really quite early, as you mentioned. We're still in March. There's no time to panic and no need to panic.
Yeah, it ain't about how you start, it's about how you finish, and you want to get momentum at the right time. Jet putting some good pressure on Lee Desmond. Again, he's not going to want to spend all his energy chasing the ball. So when they do win it, Monterey Bay, can you find his feet, use his qualities, his experience? Malongo is just waiting for this outlet. If he can get it, and here he does.
Malongo, Arturo Rodriguez, Ajago going back post. This one takes a deflection and a missed opportunity from Sacramento, but able to find it back. Mark Anthony Kay. Kay and Leggett going head-to-head in the battle. The El Traficos, LAFC, LA Galaxy. And back on the field again here tonight is NorCal rivals, just upstate. Michel Benitez fighting Malongo. Garcia waving for offside, won't get it. Malongo trying to get into the 18, and this will be last touch by Sacramento. A goal kick by Fernando Delgado. 250 plus MLS appearances. San Francisco native. And now looking to really be the linchpin here to turn Monterey Bay's fortunes around. This is a team who would love to find their way into the postseason. Have just missed it. 3 consecutive years. Bringing in some guys like Nick Ross as well, Riley Bidois. That allowed him from a season ago. Could help their chances do just that. Arturo Rodriguez surveying, over the top it goes. Offside flag goes up early. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more for the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your tickets to great seats. All right, a little bit of review session here. Let's begin with this Monterey Bay side and what they did well in that first 45, and then adding Sebastian Leggett here. Ultimately, how can they find a goal?
They looked the most threatening when they were on the counter-attack. Mara Glasgow being the outlet most of the time. I think that's where they may continue to find success, is when Sacramento have the ball, they're high up the field, and if they can get that ball turned over and then quickly find the feet of Glasgow again and Leggett, that's where they're gonna. I don't see them going all out, going gung-ho and pressing as high as they can and getting stretched. I don't think that's the game plan. They want to keep this tight, keep it 0-0 as long as they can, and hopefully get that ball one time. That ball is not going to be Sacramento's throwing.
Stuart Ritchie looks to throw in quickly. Pleasanton native playing close to home. And the foul comes in. Okay, let's go to Sacramento here. What did you see in that first 45 minutes? You can maybe take advantage, or what would you like to see differently?
I think towards the end of the half, you saw Sacramento, they were building that momentum. It was a little bit unfortunate timing that it was the halftime whistle was going to go. And what they were able to do is they were able to connect a lot of passes. Right now they're just going for this long one, and you see it may be on. It's going to take a perfect ball to get it there, but can you get the ball, possession of it higher up the field, closer to their penalty area? You've got some really good guys who can combine, who can link up. And even if Monterey Bay do clear it, the counter press was great from Sacramento. They're winning the ball back high up the field. Again, they haven't really been able to establish possession higher up the field.
Back to Delgado, and a step there by Forster Ajago, who got a goal in the U.S. Open Cup by doing just that on Wednesday. And ultimately would put the game away against El Farolito. Sacramento will take on Valley 559 at Fresno State. The next round. Here's Arturo Rodriguez giving a little bit of space to operate. Now better possession from Sacramento, just as you called here. This is a opportunity for Mark Anthony Kay.
Jago was in the middle. Probably would have been the better option. From here, can you quickly get it to their side? If it takes too long, you're going to allow Monterey Bay to shift, and it does.
Chrysostimo, another LAFC alum. Arturo Rodriguez just shoved down to the back, and a whistle coming, and maybe more for Glasgow.
I don't think so. High five.
Quick jog over, which sometimes means a yellow.
Yeah.
He got beat, he knew it.
Well, it just extends the arms. You can't really have any complaints. This is a very good spot for Sacramento from this set piece. We saw some good deliveries in the first half from Rodriguez with that right foot of his. This one's going to be bending away from the goal. Plenty of good options in the box. Freddie Kleeman already opened his count this season.
It was a second runner in the lead. Looks like maybe Willie was going to be offside, and now here comes a sprinting Omari Glasgow. And the counter successful again.
The recovery from the Republic, though, you can see every single player behind the ball.
Richie awaits. Mark Anthony Kay comes to mark. This little bit of space here. Service well done by Nakamura. And another follow-up. Glasgow shot is unable to make it through the 18. And they'll keep in possession on Sacramento's side of the field. One thing may be troubling for Neil Collins. You can see the confidence building for Monterey Bay. Barnworth all the way back to Delgado, teenager out of Phoenix. And a takeaway by Arturo, and it's sent into the rafters by Nakamura. 5 seasons in Europe, most likely, or most recently, I should say, with Latvia, the Supernova League. An opportunity here for Sacramento. Spalding and Delgado able to make the stop. Well done by Freddie Kleeman. Mark Anthony Kay being held to the hip. Mark Anthony Kay with a hip check in return. And now Mark Anthony Kay has a Jago. He just put him over the left. We knew it's Malongo, excuse me. A Jago waits in the center. Here's Willie turning. Willie! A little bit of contact at the ankle. No whistle in favor of Sacramento, and bodies are flying around, and that will be a booking against Sacramento's Michel Benitez.
That's what the Jets good at. You think he's in trouble, lots of bodies around him. He keeps that ball so close to himself. Evades a couple of challenges and puts Benitez in a tough spot. Referee, no doubt, straight away, yellow card. Michel Benitez, we know how he likes to play. Just has to be mindful.
Two yellows issued on the night, both to Sacramento. It's Arturo Rodriguez and Michel Benitez.
Closer to that hour mark. Teams start looking towards the bench. And one substitution so far for Monterey Bay.
You hear the crowd yelling, go, Michel Benitez. Taking it to Monterey Bay's half of the field here. Mark-Anthony Kaye, a little bit of pressure. Arturo Rodriguez spinning out of it. Trying to force it frontward. Ajago stumbling over. And the whistle will come against Blake Willie. As Blancas able to hold his ground. And with that, let's step aside and hear from Pacific Office Automation.
Pacific Office Automation is your one-stop shop for office technology, copiers and printers, managed IT, unified communications, and more. Visit pacificoffice.com. Pacific Office Automation.
Sacramento, a little bit of chance here. It's opened up in the back. Nakamura not phased by Mark-Anthony Kaye on his right hip. Ritchie behind Leggett. Mark-Anthony Kaye chasing down his former adversary. On the outside it comes, chipping in over the top. Fidiello will watch it sail, and it's unable to be redirected. But Elijah Paul, former RSL man, able to get on the end of it.
Really nice play from Monterey Bay. They went from one side to the other real quick. And just that final one was just too much at the back post for Elijah Paul, who's worked hard all evening and up there by himself most of the time, putting a lot of pressure. Sometimes he's just not going to get the service.
Well done by Blake Willie, and Crisostomo holding his left ankle. No whistle in Monterey Bay on the attack. Freddie Kleeman is able to get a header to it, but Monterey Bay is still in the neighborhood, and well done by Freddie Kleeman to try to do something spectacular. Does the dirty work, boxing out, and there you go. It's a goal kick coming. And two changes now for Monterey Bay. It'll be their second and third on the night.
Replaced by number 9, Riley Bidois.
And Riley Bidois making his debut with Monterey Bay.
Number 4.
And Nick Ross, one of our favorites in a Republic uniform, the midfielder, coming back, was here from 22 to 25, 126 appearances, 9 goals, 11 assists.
Good reception for Nick there.
As Blancas and Hall come out of the match, Riley Bidois, 9 goals, 2 assists in all competitions with Loudoun. And just signed on Wednesday for Jordan Stewart's side. Forster Ajago up in the air, beats both men, and now look at this. Ajago, the flag stays down. Maybe a heavy touch. It's through. He powers his way to his first USL Championship goal in a Republic uniform. And he's feeling it now. It wasn't pretty, Adam, but by gosh, was it useful. And at the end, it worked out to the Sacramento favor. First goal on the year, 62nd minute.
You felt like maybe the momentum was shifting a little bit, but such great play. When we see the finish through the legs of the goalkeeper, he thought he maybe overran it and could be a little fortunate with the way the deflection comes off the goalkeeper, but it's a great ball from Arturo Rodriguez. The awareness to find his man in the space in behind. And Ajago just gets his foot on it, slips it through the goalkeeper's leg. Sacramento Republic lead 1-0.
His third goal in the week. He scored 2 in the Open Cup on Wednesday. And Forster now has his first USL Championship leg. It was a force a season ago in Lexington. 6 goals in just 1,400 minutes. He's coming to Sacramento, and he's finding his groove earlier in the season. That's got to be a great sign for your number 9 signing.
Yeah, and the initial play, we didn't get a look at it in the replay, but he goes up, he challenges 2 players, loose ball, but as soon as he hits that ground, he starts running. Rodriguez knows, hey, if I just put this ball in behind, into space, he's quick, and Forster Jago does the rest. Really good goal.
That's Arturo's 2nd assist on the year now. Both assists coming in home matches. And now this Monterey Bay side is down a goal, but they're trying to see if they can get back and answer quickly. Taken away by Benitez. Good step here again by Sacramento. It's loose. Ajago is waiting. It's Malongo who comes to it, trying to get to the corner. And Arturo Rodriguez awaits on the edge, and it will be a Sacramento throw.
Looked like for a second that ball was just going to fall. Fortunately for Mael Malongo, it does not. And good recovery defended by Egu.
Quickly in, the crowd erupting after the Ajago goal. Now ready for more. Arturo Rodriguez with some absolutely lethal deliveries tonight. And he makes that one perfectly to Ajago.
And with that last goal, the lucky row is section NB row 9 getting hooked up. Buy one, get one from Sentivo Wine Tasting.
All right, if you're Monterey Bay here, Adam, what is the look? I mean, it's you start putting a little more bodies forward. I mean, you don't want this to get out of hand. It's sort of what happened against El Paso. But you got to find a way back into the game.
Yeah, and they were looking a little bit more threatening. They just brought in some subs that they were hoping were going to go get that goal. But now you do give up the goal. You got to go for it a little bit more, and that leaves you exposed. Forster Jaggers in there. Malongo's just always on the outlet, and then you've got Cal Edwards on the bench for the Republic as well, who may come in at some point. And there is plenty of time left in this one. You're looking at 25 minutes. A stoppage time.
It'll be a goal kick for Danny Vidiello. And about Vidiello a year ago, less than a goal allowed a game, 73 saves, 12 shutouts, and 30 appearances. And he's appeared in all Republic matches this year so far. 2 USL Championship games coming into this one. And of course the Open Cup, where he picked up his 5th shutout in Open Cup play. It was a part of that 22 team. Look at this from Arturo again. Why not? Put it on repeat. Rodriguez slicing through, just ran out of space. Nick Ross doing what he does best and breaking up plays. We saw him do it time and time again in a Sacramento uniform for 4 years. Got to say hi to Nick prior to the match, and always a treat, always one of our favorites over the years. Monterey Bay looking to go right at Shell Benitez. Does not work out well. And here's the windup, floating, looking for Monterey Bay. The opportunity is there. The running may just have been a little bit mistimed. Bitois was just a bit ahead of that look. Send this one.
Yeah, I think he had more time than he realized. He probably could have taken that down or maybe even go for it off the head initially. The ball was just behind Riley Bitois. He's making his debut for Monterey Bay.
Vidiello. Easy enough. Experience the Republic like never before. A season ticket membership, exclusive benefits, access to special events. Of course, you get your seat every match, every goal, and every unforgettable moment. Secure your memberships today, SacRepublicFC.com. A Forster Ajago goal in the 62nd is the difference here in Sacramento. This one's played a little bit dangerously back is Leggett, just outside the 18. This one up, 50-50 up for grabs. Vidois, nicely done. And here's Blake Willie, who's had himself yet another solid performance. Forster is taken down by Kelsey Egu. And here's a substitution. Pep Costas comes into the game.
Sacramento Republic FC substitution in the 68th minute, leaving the match.
And it will be Blake Willie. Willie got some considerable minutes on Wednesday night, and so that will be part of the equation.
He's replaced by number 24, Pep
for Neil Collins as well.
Well done, Blake.
Here comes Pep Costas, the 25-year-old veteran with Spokane Velocity a year ago. 27 appearances and an assist, and has been used as a substitute. Our medic ambulance substitution. Malongo whipping this ball in. Freddie Kleeman on the end of it. It was Delgado held his ground, and the youngster with another save. How about Freddie Kleeman knocking on the doorstep for number 2 on the season? Another strong takeaway quickly in. Here is Ajago already in. And not much space to work with. Malongo a little bit cheeky here. And it's soft. No restart.
I think Freddie Kleeman's a little disappointed in himself. He ghosted in at the back post. He was up against Stuart Ritchie, where he has a significant height advantage.
Here's a good look for Monterey Bay. Leggett off to the side is Stewart, and it's Danny Vidiello into the air. 2 back post runners for Monterey Bay, but the height advantage for Vidiello, and now on the
I don't mind the decision.
Mark Anthony Kay feeling from Nakamura. Arturo Rodriguez. Arturo. Glasgow able to get to it, and now Sacramento have to get back.
A lot quieter the second half. Glasgow, he switched to the right hand side. He was in the left in the first half, getting a lot of success. And it's the final ball that's let them down. Union, they just haven't quite been able to connect. There's that one Glasgow cut it back in the first half, but there hasn't been much in the second.
Freddie Kleeman is athletic, obviously really good at his feet, but it's the way he uses his body that really makes him stand out against so many others. Just seems to be in the right position more times than not.
Really good addition for this club. You spoke about Rob. He just uses his body really well for a big guy. He knows where to put himself. Rarely gets caught out.
And for someone like that, you know, obviously there's the athletic part of this, but just mentally, you stay in the game for 90 minutes, and this is a great ball moving forward. Vidiello's played it perfectly, but Vidois was looking for his first goal in a Crispin Kelp uniform. A little bit of a higher line here waiting. The break line there. Pep Casas playing this one for giving on the run. Is Ryan Spalding. A toe tap quickly in. Would have been another look on goal. Arturo Rodriguez now with some room. Nakamura. A lot of room on this right side right now, Adam. A turnover, that could be a costly one. Leggett spraying it forward, trying to give some space to Glasgow. Glasgow able to find it. And Vidois making the back post run. And it's collapsing quickly for Monterey Bay. And this will be a foul just outside the 18. A late whistle, and the North stands do not agree as Nick Ross goes to turf.
A lot of bodies connecting. You mentioned the run at the back post from Bidwa. He was waiting for it. They decided to link up. And Nick Ross caught late. And this is a glorious opportunity to tie it up. And the Jet stands over the ball. Amari Glasgow as well. Look at Nick Ross. He'd be claiming an assist if his teammates put this in the back of the net.
Monterey Bay into their third match without a goal scored, and they'd love for it to be one of their latest signings. Former men's national team member Sebastian Leggett, number 88, stands over it just beyond the penalty line.
Oh, these are hard. You're so close to get that ball up and down over the wall. You almost have to go for power. And sometimes it's going actually to the goalkeeper's right, so you might not go over that wall, but you're looking to get a little reverse on this with pace, with power. Maybe someone in the wall doesn't do their job. You've got to follow up and be aware if you're Sacramento at the back post. You see the two open players, Egu, Farnsworth. They're hoping for a rebound. They're going to follow this in.
Hits the wall, can't clear it, and it's sent up the pitch. And the crowd loves it. Egu, and stepping right in front is Forster Ajago. Well done. Looks like more changes. The final two for George Stewart's side, as they're going to throw more attacking players into this game. See if they can find a point on the road at the very least. Mark Anthony Kay finds teammate in stride. Casas to Benitez. And now the battle continues between Joel Garcia and Mael Malongo. Former teammates at it all night long. This one's through. It's just denied. Way to go to ground for Garcia. Georgie Lamonta and Wesley Leggett a way to come into this match. Ajago's got a step. I don't know if he has the angle, and goes with Egu, and it will be a corner kick. Well done by Forster Ajago.
He's got a really good shift. He's got the goal. Now he's got his team at Atlas disposal. Corner kick. A chance for Sacramento Republic to try and double the lead. About 15 minutes left to go in this one. Michel Benitez is heading over there with Arturo Rodriguez. Michel has his hand up. Typically signifies, hey, we're gonna go for this one. We've been working on it, practice. What that one is, we don't know. Well, let's see if it works. Let me tell you, they typically don't.
It's Benitez, in swinging ball, rattles around somehow, does not find a way in. And it's Monterey Bay who escapes. Bidwa may have gotten a little bit of the worst of wear for that one.
And it comes off the arm.
And it is the night over for Amari Glasgow. And so you have Leggett, Bidwa, Lamtadze, and Leggett in the attacking roles for Monterey Bay, trying to find their first goal of the year. Mark Anthony Kay wasn't quite aware that Nick Ross was in the neighborhood. And Bidwa keeps this going and alive. Leggett. Garcia awaits. Garcia chipping this one. Danny Vidiello again. Well, Sacramento region, as you covered, when it comes to health coverage, Western Health Advantage offers benefits plans for all sizes and business budgets and local service that will make employee benefit planning one less thing to worry about.
Last play, Garcia, it just once again just shows the final ball has just not been good enough. It's part of the reason they haven't got any goals so far this season. Double change looks likely for Sacramento Republic as they try and close out this win at home. That's something Neil Collins has spoke about improving upon this year. Not as many ties. Hey, can we make this place a fortress? Got to win in the opening game of the season. Can they get it here tonight? And then the next game is at home again. A pretty home dominant start to the season.
And then you'll end up in Las Vegas in early April. Well done by Sacramento here. Rodriguez turning upfield. He's had a really nice night, and he is just run down, run over, and that will take his time.
Maybe run down too. A little bit of cramping almost there. He's such a clever player. You just see that we just waiting for someone. He's got great awareness.
It'll be Chibi Akebu and Dominic Vonner into the game, and Vonner, I believe, played all 120 minutes on Wednesday night. Pep has all kinds of room here. Arturo waits. Spalding cutting inside, is looking for a runner. Don't have one yet. He's going to go to his right foot. It's a Jago! Almost inches away from doubling the lead here. And a Jago would have had a brace. Two in the same week. We're talking just a half second off here. Look at this, Adam.
Magnificent ball from Ryan Spalding. He got in that situation earlier and he didn't get the right purchase he wanted it, and he's coming out of the game back. He could have got the assist there. Would have loved to have got the assist. That is the kind of ball you got to deliver for strikers. You've got to be getting on the end of that.
So Mael Malongo is replaced by Dominic Bonner. And Chibi Akebu, the youngster out of Roseville, just 19 years of age, into the match for Ryan Spalding, who almost had a second assist in back-to-back home games. Another Atlas disposal corner kick, and the Republic double lead here. About 10 minutes to go at Hardell Park. And the referee having a further conversation with the Jago and others. And Rodrigo Albuquerque waves Arturo Rodriguez in. Here's the whistle. Here's the delivery. Punched away by Delgado. And Chibi Akebu is going to take no chances and go all the way back to Danny Vidiello. Handball late.
Fourth official maybe helping the referee on that one. Just he was maybe blinded by that. Sometimes Rob Lee might not have the best view. Getting a little bit of help. No, and it definitely was a handball. Sacramento just going to slow it down a little bit. Clock is working in their favor as it stands with the goal lead. You see the press. Monterey Bay is just starting to throw more bodies at this.
How about Chibi? This is someone who we know has some pace and has not been allowed to get too high up the pitch, but he's up there in Ryan Spalding's position. Look at the veterans giving Chibi high fives. They know they put everybody in a tough position. Even a Jago coming over and giving a high five. You love to see it, especially when you have veterans like this, praising young guys, getting them everybody on the same page. That says a lot right there about the chemistry within this locker room.
Yeah, it really does, and it's such a crucial part. Obviously, if you're a player, you've been around the block a little bit, you got to help these young guys come through. And yes, they're fighting for your spot. You know, that's part of it, but the better they do, the better you do, and that's part of being a good teammate. I had plenty of those when I was younger, and then I'd maybe consider myself one of those as I got older. Don't ask anyone else.
Delivery here, opportunity, just not able to hit it well, and it's going to be a corner kick for Sacramento.
Yeah,
I missed it there, Adam.
I didn't. Delgado was trying to dodge the ball. Came off right off his stomach or his chest. Let's get a little look at this. He's like, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Belly bump. Yeah, didn't let it go.
Belly bumps will get you every once in a while. It does there, okay.
Mine does now. To stop playing.
Too many cervezas. Well, we've seen these two line up for these corner kicks all night long, and they'll do the same. Arturo Rodriguez, incoming ball here, punched away. And this is loose. And Delgado to it. And we are into the 84th minute in Sacramento. The Republic up by a Forster Ajago goal and the assist from Arturo Rodriguez. And that came in the 62nd minute. Great header. This one is just going to be a little too heavy.
And it is only one goal. It's always, at this stage of the match, Monterey Bay haven't looked like they're going to score, but we've seen it too many times. Goals out of nothing. So Sacramento, if they can, they got to go try and get that second goal.
And just as you said, on the mark, there it is. Monterey Bay has ripped the monkey off their back, and it's Wesley Leggett who has tied this game in the 84th minute.
And that's what happens. You don't get that second goal out of nothing. The ball can just fall at the right spot, and he took it so well, Wesley Leggett. Right through the middle. It's just a long ball, and just as it falls here, flicks off Freddie Kleeman. Wesley Leggett, he's not going to get caught for speed. And great composure, just slides it past Danny Vitiello. He kind of just waited until the goalkeeper moved to the side, and there goes a little run of clean sheets to start the season for Danny Vitiello.
And Sacramento will make a change as well. Arturo Rodriguez coming out of the game, and for the first time this season in USL Championship play, we will see Kyle Edwards and Forster Jago on the field at the same time here. And what does that mean, and what does that look like for Neil Collins' side in the attempt?
Well, that means they're going to go for the win here. Neil Collins, I think if Monterey Bay had not scored there, maybe the legs of Arturo Rodriguez have gone a little bit. Maybe he stays in this game, but Neil Collins has gone for this at home. Can you quickly flip the switch, flip the script, and go for it?
Well, for Monterey Bay, they were nearing the end of their third match without finding a goal on the season. They finally get one. They've allowed 5 on the year. But Sacramento has looked good in this attack, but unfortunately it's mistakes like this. And selling out is Mark Anthony Kay. And we are tied 1-1 just like that, as Jordan Stewart puts in 4 attacking players, and one of them off the bench. Wesley Leggett gets his first on the year. Transfer from Charleston. He's come up big for this Northern California side. It's a big match between this Monterey Bay team and Sacramento, who once again who's looking to fight for a cup, and it's Monterey Bay who's looking to find themselves in the playoffs, and they've got to win games like this, or at least 5 points. Nick Ross. Took a little air out of this place, didn't it, Adam? You can just...
Yeah, you just felt the way the game was going. The next goal would have been for Sacramento.
This is over the top, and it's going to be a little bit of a tricky one for Kleeman, who finds Chibi Okebu. Mark Anthony Kay spraying this one forward. Kyle Edwards getting after it, and Delgado just able to get to it before Edwards, but
I don't think he can pick that up. Maybe he didn't have possession of that. It looked like he had possession and then put it down. And he was asking the referee, can I pick this up?
So 1-1 in Sacramento. Ajago and Leggett, and yet again, here's Monterey Bay, a little bit of space. Tadze keeps it in possession. Nick Ross looking to break lines. The turn is here. The cross is coming.
That's a penalty kick.
And there's now going to be a penalty kick as Freddie Kleeman could not beat Bidois, and it will be a yellow shown against Sacramento, and Monterey Bay now has a chance to go ahead in this match.
Yeah, I don't think there can be any complaints, and I think the one thing you will see is I think he's fortunate, Freddie Kleeman, he's not given a straight red there. No attempt to play the ball, pulls the man down, and out of nowhere, Monterey Bay have the chance to take the lead in the 88th minute.
And now there's some looks like discrepancy from the Monterey Bay side on who should take this. And it's going to be Nick Ross, or at least he's setting the ball down, going against his former teammate here. And Georgie was unhappy, yelling at the bench as he wanted to take it. And you could make a case it could have been Bidois, because Bidois was the one who was involved in the yellow card by Freddie Kleeman in denial of a goal scoring opportunity. And now it's Nick Ross against his former team. And Nick Ross is denied. He missed the follow-up. And the crowd here erupts as the former Republic standout cannot put his team on top. And it stays 1-1. What a save from Vitiello.
Wow. Danny Vitiello, strong hand, and then just diving in desperation over at the other side, and does enough to put Nick Ross off. Oh, what a disappointment for him on his return to Sacramento.
And now the chance of Danny Ring throughout Art Elk Park.
Wow, what a roller coaster in the last 10 minutes we've had here. I'm going to get some stoppage time as well. What's going to happen there?
I'll tell you what, when you look at who is on the pitch right now for this Monterey Bay side, this might be more or less what you'll see moving forward. It's much more dynamic, veteran-led, and another working to guys into some minutes like Leggett and Ross dealing with a bit of an injury, and Bidois is new. But my, oh my, 3 more minutes here in Sacramento. We are tied at 1. Republic looking to remain perfect. It's partially deflected, comes back to Ross. And Leggett now on the run as Vonner looks to recover.
I don't think we've seen Dominic Vonner get a touch since he came in the game.
Leggett turning, Leggett looking, surveying options. Takes a touch. And that is over the line, a throw for the Republic. There's too much from Richie. Can Sacramento find an answer back? Danny Vitiello once again, just when you thought he's done about everything. He shows us one more.
Not going to get that clean sheet tonight, but that was such an incredible save against his former teammate as well. It's got to be the mind games going on. It's just entire life. We've seen that on both sides here. Mr. Richie on this near side. Touch getting away from him. That one under the foot of Michel Benitez. These players working to get match fitness. They're only the 3rd USL Championship game of the season. Republic have had that one Open Cup game as well.
Sent forward, Freddie Kleeman. And well done by Mark Anthony Kay. He's looking for a runner. A little dummy here against Leggett. As Leggett with the game-tying goal, and it's just getting a little sloppy. No need for that. Just keep possession. They got less than a minute to go. Forster Jago from Rodriguez in the 62nd. And then Leggett in the 84th. The first goal for Monterey Bay on the year. And Chibi whistled for the foul. That's it. 24-year-old top flight Georgian League. He started both games off the bench tonight.
This might be one last chance. Egu's gonna send it forward. Hope they can get a flick on, get some sort of action. One last chance to maybe steal these points.
And look at yet again, it's all-out hustle from number 22, Michelle Benitez. You expect nothing less at this moment. This is likely the final moment of the match. The throw for Monterey Bay. And the cross comes in. It's redirected off the mark, and that's the final whistle. It ends 1-1 here in Sacramento. Monterey Bay able to break their streak. They find a goal late. They nearly have a chance to win it. Republic earn a point, as do Monterey Bay. Sacramento goes to 5 on the year, and the Seaside Boys have their first on the season. You can breathe now out of Moffett. What a denial to at least save the point here. But Monterey Bay came in and they put everybody up, and they found a way.
Yeah, see this moment right here.
And he's our Western Health Advantage man of the match, and the two former teammates hug. They shared so many massive moments together in 22, getting to the U.S. Open Cup final, the USL final a season ago, opportunities to make runs in the playoffs. And I mean, I know, as I'm sure as friends, teammates, you never want to have your friend going against there, but
well, yeah, a little bragging rights there, but that's always a tough one, seeing your friend, as you mentioned. But great job, Danny Vitiello. That's his job, stopping those.
1-1 it ends in Sacramento. More on the way after this.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
The Roseville Auto Mall is Northern California's ultimate destination when looking for your next vehicle. With 21 top brands and award-winning dealers, we've got everything you need to hit the road with confidence, all at prices you'll love. Save even more when you shop the largest selection of vehicles online at RosevilleAutomall.com. Right now is the best time to shop during our certified pre-owned sales event. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
In Sacramento, can't beat it.
Here comes Gurr, and here goes the
goal! SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
First, at Shriners Children's, the world's most advanced scoliosis procedures are born here. In fact, we deliver access to the world's best doctors for nearly every pediatric orthopedic condition. We're delivering care without compromise is our promise. And kids can just be kids. Because being first always starts with empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
That is why I don't ride elevators anymore. Okay, what's with you today?
Well, I got away with something I shouldn't have. See that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah?
I only paid...
Jasmine's gonna finish you off. Jasmine!
Enjoy your new car.
Yeah, you too.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. See your Sacramento area Hyundai dealer.
Welcome back to Sacramento. We end level 1-1 as Republic with an opportunity to run away with 3 points. And Monterey Bay, they got to feel a little bit better, but that guy, he has just been massive for this club. Let's take a look at the highlights, shall we? Full-time highlights, and Danny Vidiello looking for another big opportunity here. And Forster Ajago able to find the net, his first USL Championship goal.
Yeah, good finish by Forster Ajago, and then thought it was going to be Sacramento's night. Wasn't to be. Wesley Leggett gets on the end of it, takes it really well, and then this was a huge moment. Freddie Kleeman, wrong side. Bidwa gets the penalty kick. Nick Ross saved by Danny Vidiello. Follow up off the crossbar. Wow.
Heartbreaking for Nick. And we've said he's one of our favorites. The 2 former teammates. And Vidiello with the bigger paw comes up. And they preserve a point. 1-1 as it ends. And here we go. Final step. It's pretty even all around. I mean, it was great moments for both teams. And you could say Sacramento had a really chance to put that away early. Had some chance in the first half to find that. Didn't. And this is probably how it should have ended overall.
Yeah, you felt like Sacramento, when they were up 1-0, they looked comfortable enough. It didn't look like Monterey Bay. And then as soon as they scored, in the end, Sacramento fortunate to get away with a point just with that penalty kick at the end and the rebound.
And tonight's image of the match brought to you by Power Business Technology. There's the man, Danny Vidiello, giving up his first goal on the year, though, but one of the biggest saves of the last 2, maybe. And you know, look, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tough. Every night's going to be a battle, and Oakland's finding out a very similar scene as they were up 2-0 against Phoenix. It's now tied 2-2. Sacramento 5 points. They're right behind top San Antonio, who has 7 with 2 wins and a draw on the year. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. We'll be right back here Saturday night against El Paso, and then it's going to be on the road as Valley 559 in the U.S. Open Cup March 31st. Home again, Phoenix Rising, and then their first USL Championship game in the Western Conference. The Las Vegas Lights on the road, as we had Lexington. Actually, Lexington's in the Western Conference. It's just very far east, I guess, for
Yes, Kentucky, the West.
Either way, so second road game of the year, and then at Brooklyn to follow that. It's going to kind of flip-flop between home and away. A lot of great games ahead. We are just getting started here in the USL Championship season. 2026, the Republic come away with a point. And the Helicopter, it's going to be a battle for that trophy yet again here in 2026. Sacramento, Monterey Bay. They finish 1-1. For our entire Indomitable broadcast crew, he's Adam Moffitt. I'm Rob McAllister. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next Saturday right back here at the park.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.